Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. Romans 12:21. The Bible makes it clear that magic is evil, and I don't like how magic is glorified in entertainment, specifically in manga, because I like to read manga, Japanese stories, Japanese comics. In the stories I draw and write, I don't want to glorify magic, and instead I want to create characters that go against that. So that's why the theme for this story I'm drawing, is overcome evil with good. The whole chapter of Romans 12 is very good, but for this specific story, I like that theme of overcome evil with good. So Aris is the main character of this story, and I want to explore what it looks like to be surrounded by people who use this evil power called chaos, basically the magic in this story. And I want to explore the struggles and the obstacles that Aris faces as he sets out on his adventure to destroy the chaos of the world. He's a character that doesn't use magic in a world full of other characters that do use magic, and I'm calling him a chaos breaker. So kind of cool. Just something I came up with on the fly. It's been on my mind for a while, but I really do like that name, a chaos breaker, someone who fights against the magic and the chaos in this world. So right now in the time lapse, I just finished my sketch and I am doing the line work for the characters. And what I like to do is do line art for my characters and paint the background. I've mentioned it before on the channel, but I want to get better at painting. And so a good way for me to practice painting is just to practice painting the backgrounds of my illustrations. And I have something I have a drawing I want to create that's really big, and I want to paint the background for that drawing. And so this is kind of like a practice for that drawing, get me prepared to draw something at a larger scale than this. So just finishing up this line work, and then I'm going to go in and paint everything and render it. But yeah, it's fun exploring and thinking about how Aris, the character in the foreground, must overcome his limitations to fight people and monsters with this like crazy power called chaos. And so having fun exploring that. The character in the background here is Omari from the last video. He is a chaos user and someone who stands against Aris. They definitely have two different beliefs. One being that chaos is good or necessary in this world to survive, while Aris doesn't believe that and wants to actually destroy it. So these two definitely have opposing views, and hopefully I got that across in this image. It's very fun. It really comes together in the coloring process and the rendering. I was able to capture the mood I wanted in the piece. But yeah, I finished Omari's design in the last video. His character design was very fun to finally like realize and finish. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing how I designed Omari, you can look at my last video. So in this world, I imagine that there are even more characters like Omari in this story who use chaos to wage war in this world. And so, like I said, it's very interesting to me to like think of ways that the story could go, especially for Aris, someone who doesn't use the magic in the world, and how he fights against it. So I'm definitely interested in figuring that out and revealing that to y'all. So right here I was fixing his hairstyle because I just went back to his original dreadlock hairstyle instead of a barrel twist hairstyle. I didn't think that barrel twists were exactly what I wanted for this character. They kind of looked weird, so I just gave him his original hairstyle. And for the painting process, I laid down all my basic colors, and what I've learned, especially when you paint backgrounds, is you want to really convey the light and shadow, and that's all I did with this. I just drew the basic shapes of the trees and the light of the sun hitting the top of the trees, and then the shadows that don't receive light, and that's basically it. I kept it super simple because I'm not an expert at painting yet. But yeah, it's just fun seeing myself improve with the painting process, just to keep things simple. And for me, it's easier to paint on one layer because I don't have to worry about having too many layers. Just get it right on the first layer, especially because it's just a simple little painting and it's in the background, so I don't need that much detail in it. Maybe if I was adding more detail to the background, I would add more layers, but I do like how it turned out and how I finished this drawing up. What makes this coloring process a lot easier for me as well is having the character design sheets for each character up. As you can see, I have my design sheet for Aris up, and I can just grab and place the colors where they need to go. But this story is very fun to think about. I want it to be about overcoming evil, war versus evil versus good, and I'm excited to explore this and show y'all more on the channel. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and yeah, overcome evil with good. That's the theme of the story. So definitely I'll give you updates on where the story is at and where it's going, and share more with y'all. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one, and peace.
Perfect.